Welcome back to Connect with Christina. And I have our awesome friend, Sean Jazzy. We call him Jazzy. So you guys are lucky. You can thank me later. I finally got him here. So I'm going to start with all the damn questions right away. But I'm going to hit you with the name because like the name is so different. Like Sean Jazzy Jeff. What's up with that?
Okay, make it quick. It used to be called Sean John because it's Sean John like clothing back in the day. Thank God that didn't stick because, you know, P. Diddy. But I worked at Sears call center and I was like really good at what I did, but I was lazy. And so, because it was easy for me. And it was like a Saturday. I had to work a Saturday shift. And this is when American Junkie was open. Mm-hmm. So I went out and got
you guys remember that?
Yeah, it was, oh man, I had a spot at the bar I sit on. And I went and got like obliterated on a Friday night, went home, packed like a pillow and a cover. And then I went to the office at like 3 a.m. and slept underneath my desk. And then I set my alarm for 6:30 because I had to be on the phone at 6:45.
What?
But I set it for 6:30 p.m. And I snore too, which is crazy. Everybody let me sleep. Nobody woke me up. So now it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and all management comes in and I'm still sleeping. And they wake me up and I'm just looking up and like they're yelling, cussing at me. And at the end, I'm like smiling. I was like, do you want me to get on the phone or go home? Because I think my shift's almost over. And they're like, get on the phone. And then my dude from New Jersey is like, yeah, I'm going to call you Jazzy because you're always in a good mood. I was like, dog, it's this life. I don't know what I can do. I knew what I did. And so it kind of stuck. And everybody started calling me Jazzy.
So, and that was, what year was this?
Man, I'm old. But I think I was around, I'm 38 now. So I think I was around 22.
Also, you're not old. You're literally at your prime. You do know that, right? Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Wait, so what year?
Fuck, I don't know a year, but maybe.
I mean, you did say like Sears. I'm like, say
Sears
what?
call center. Yeah.
What? Wait, was that was Montgomery Ward still? I can't say those
Montgomery
words.
Ward?
Still around?
I think it was already gone.
Mervyn's?
No. Mervyn's wasn't around. It was a call center in Chandler.
Okay.
Man, call center environment will change your life. It's like, that's like the club.
Yeah. Share. Please
What do you mean? Everybody. Oh, you know Alex, right? The trainer?
There's a lot of Alex and there's a lot of trainers.
The one with the eyes.
Yeah.
He used to be at Sears.
What?
I used to look at him across the way. I didn't even know him. But then I was like, he was like good looking, so girls wanted him because everybody hooks up with everybody. And I was like, I don't like that nigga over there. So, and then later on in life, now we're cool. I talked to him in the gym today. So like, I didn't care. I was young. It was a competition. But he didn't see me as competition. I saw him as competition. So it didn't even matter.
That's funny. I wonder how many people came out of that Sears call center.
It makes you strong.
Yeah. If you came out of there, comment, please, when you see this. Wait, but you said the call center environment, but what do you mean it feels like a club? Is it because it's the open floor
It's just open format. Everybody's talking to everybody. The drama. People hook up with each other. And like, it was bad. People were dating each other. But Sears is kind of cool where we had PTO, but we had unpaid time off. So like there was like a online calendar you log into. If the calls are low, you can just leave. Like, so I barely half the time stopped working. I was like, Friday is 1 o'clock, I'm gone. Fuck that. But yeah, it was just like, it's a very, I don't know. I think everybody should do it for one time.
Yeah, it gives you character.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, shoot, on the marketing standpoint, I guess I better make friends with call centers because I just be like, hit one person and spread.
I don't think they have them anymore, do they?
Well, I feel like
now, right?
That's the thing. So, I mean, they used to be everywhere. Yeah. You know, I know there's a lot in the Philippines now too, but I think there's like, I mean, everything. You know, like Cox had one. All the
SRP. Oh, SRP has like anybody calls this call center for customer.
It's like
service.
Your customer service.
Yeah. My job was not to send a technician out to you. That was like, that's how I got
And
paid.
he was good at
I was a pro at that.
You're like,
oh, man.
We got this.
Yeah, I'll talk people out of it. Old people, everything.
You know, I always say like, if you were one time like in property management as a leasing agent, because you wear so many hats, like that makes you strong. If you are like at a coffee shop too, like a fast pace, but like a call center. That's right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like if they are still around, I guess give it a shot.
Yeah. I mean, I may go back to one. You never know. Get a job one day.
So what other job? Wait, first of all, why were you so good? Just do you think it
I've
was?
always been. It sounds cocky, but I've always been good at everything I do. My girl even says it too.
Sounds like my
She's
husband,
like, "What are you
Kevin.
not good at?" But I learn things really quick. My mind works that way, so I sucked at reading. But I was like, if you tell me something, I can remember it, everything word for word, or like. I just learn things really quick, and then I get over it. I get bored. So I like.
So no,
accomplish
that
it.
part's me. I get bored easy.
And that's the downfall in life because one time I wanted to learn how to paint shoes. I was bored. I was like, let me just learn how to paint shoes. And I was watching Joe Rogan podcast, and I watched the YouTube on it. Not on Joe Rogan, but I watched YouTube, and then I just started one day, and then I started posting on Instagram, and then I got like over 50 orders for shoes, and then I started painting people's shoes, and people started sending me other people's work, and if I can copy it. And then one day I was like, I'm good. They're like, what? I'm good. I don't want to do it no more. And I still have all the shoes that I ordered for people. I painted. I just like, I'm gay. I gave up. I'm like,
if there's a size 6 in there,
actually I do. No,
we'll take
ones.
that.
I'll bring you a pair.
Kevin's a 10.
It's actually this color. Yeah.
What? All right. Can you sign the sole or the inside?
Yeah, I got you. It's just, I don't know. I get over things. I got to teach myself not to be that way. That's just one of my downfalls.
I'm still working on that.
Right?
Because I get bored very fast. I mean, and it's a thing. Like Kevin's the only thing I don't get bored,
you get bored of him?
I know. And he's like, it's a joke in the house. It's like,
checks in, make sure.
Yeah. But like about being good at everything though, that man is good at everything.
Yeah.
Like, are you good in sports?
Yeah.
Or every sport?
I
bet you are.
Yeah, actually, I killed it in squash. I learned squash one time. Yeah.
What is squash?
Oh, it's brilliant. I'm like, I don't believe it! I don't believe it! That is a joke!
It's like a racquetball, but it's in the glass court. It's glass windows and 3 walls. And this one guy, Greg.
Racquetball. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a smaller ball. And it barely bounces, but it bounces more once it heats up. And this guy, I was like, hey, what is this game? He's like, squash. He's a black guy. He's like, you want to learn? I was like, okay, cool. So he taught me. And then I think like 2 months later, I was in the amateur tournament with the gym, with the gym we were going to, and I won. So I was like, also, the guys were kind of older in there, but I'm like jumping off walls and stuff. But they're like calculated because they'll put the ball in the corner. They're not really moving. I'm running everywhere. But that's why I don't like the pickleball, just because I just feel like it's for everybody.
The injuries that will come from there.
I don't know how people get injured on that.
No, there's a lot of injuries. I've never played just because I have an obsessive personality. If I play, I won't want to stop. So, and I can't afford to get hurt. So, but I bet you would be good at that too. So Kevin played lacrosse, but then he was good at everything. Basketball. Like, I'm like, then he's annoying to go with to like billiards or.
Oh, he's just good?
He's just good. Bowling. I'm like, golf. I'm like, dude. But he's very humble.
Golf is on my list. So
his dad is so good he can go pro.
Mm-hmm. It's just, I can't get down the whole not hitting like an athlete with power, not using my hips. I use my hips and not using my arms to hit that ball. So.
Yeah. I'm now we're putting that out. When we come back here, by then he's already like ready to go pro.
No, it's on my list of things to do. Yeah, 100%.
You know, what would be a cool episode is to go golfing, and the interview is just while you're in the golf cart.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We'll just set that up.
Listen, I'll bring my cut waters.
Yeah.
And get faded. I've done 18 holes. I don't know how people do it. I guess they don't do it drinking like we drink, but every hole I'm doing like 2 to 3 shots. So by the 14th hole, I'm feeling it. So I was like,
I always win. I win the shortest drive.
Oh yeah.
And also I have this like thing where it looks like, but it's really alcohol. It's like a long.
Oh, the little thing.
Yeah, but
so what's the transfusion, right?
Yeah.
So Cutwater started transfusions now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know that was like a real thing. I started going to random golf courses. And I said, hey, what's that drink I had? She said transfusion. I'm like, is that? She's like, it's a golf drink.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like a gin and tonic, I guess.
I mean, there's other ways to hide them, but that was like easy.
Are you supposed to hide alcohol?
Well, no, it's just like, depending who you're with.
Oh,
well, depending on the course.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought that was the thing. You just drink and
I
go.
mean, even, not to throw out the business of some moms out there, but even on Halloween when the kids are small, some of my friends, they'll like hide their alcohol and they're like so good about it. And it's like, I was late on that. I didn't know. Like little kids.
Oh, yeah.
You're like walking around and mom's getting lit. I'm like, where, what?
We went to this neighborhood. They show out. Everybody's handing out alcohol and like seltzers and shit. It was
Is this like an
wild.
adult Halloween?
Huh?
Is this like an adult Halloween?
No. It was a whole neighborhood. It was, I don't know.
Must
south.
be, definitely not in Mesa, Arizona.
No. It was like,
I guarantee
think
you.
South Phoenix kind of, but the whole neighborhood was like, this house had trick-or-treating. This one had a margarita station.
Well, we've been going to
that's
the
cool.
wrong
Yeah,
spot.
wrong places.
We'll go with you. I'm curious now. What other jobs did you do other than this collection agency, or not collection agency?
Hungry Howie's. That was like
Call center, guys, not collection agency.
Hungry Howie's. I actually loved Hungry Howie's. I think that was like the
Shout
most,
out.
Man, the people sleep on Hungry Howie's. I think that was the most. I felt that like not stressful in life. I thought about back then when I barely made any money. I was just smoking weed and delivering pizzas, and people would tip me in weed.
I was gonna ask because I haven't lived here long enough. I didn't know what Hungry Howie's was.
Oh man, that's a spot. I don't know how it is now, but like
back then.
yeah.
Back then is
No, it was great back then.
well, like what time frame are we talking?
I'm bad at dates, but right out of college, so 2005.
Okay.
So yeah, 2005, 2006. I went to community college for be a veterinarian, and then I got my first tattoo, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Cause I didn't think vets could have tattoos, and then I'm not a school guy, so
They
I'm
can't?
like, well, it wasn't like a thing, like it wasn't acceptable,
Right.
Like back then, like so.
You're like, I got my first tattoo. Goodbye.
I'm like, I'm good over it. Yeah, so I did that, and then I won so they had a pizza box making competition. I won, and they like sent me to other Hungry Howie's to compete with other people, and they're like, "You're really good at this." I was like, I know, man. Like, I don't know why I am, but
You're like the traveling trainer for Hungry Howie's.
and then next door, I ended up going next door to get a cell phone, and then the cell phone shop hired me because they heard about like I was a good employee, but I wasn't. I sucked. I didn't even have a car. I used a girlfriend's car while she was out of town on like vacation. She's like in the Philippines for like 3 months. Man.
What?
She didn't even know I was using her car. So when she got back, I had to give it back. So I had to get a new job. So it worked out. And then I ran an AT&T store.
Good old AT&T.
Until I got caught like there was one Sunday, I shut down the store and I took a girl in the back and there was like a district manager was just hopping around and he's like, he kept calling me, trying to open a door, and I walk out with this girl. I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. We'll figure it out from there.
So did you come back to work there, or was it peace out?
No. I mean, it was downhill from there. Yeah. After that was over.
And then from there,
I worked at, you remember when Oprah and Dr. Oz or whatever, acai berry was like a hit? Literally in Scottsdale, there's this call center. It was like the scams before the scams were happening. When you used to have to pop up on your computer, $5.99 free trial. Mm-hmm. They used to do these acai berry trials. So you pay $5.99 and you get a free bottle. It's scam of supplements. And then if you don't cancel your free trial within 2 weeks, they're already sending you a new bottle for the next month. So and then they charge you for the first bottle because there's a trial. So the first bottle is $69.99. The next bottle is $69.99. So you almost hit with $150 before you know it. So my job was when you call in, and I should have knew the job was a scam. They paid you $14 an hour back then, which was a lot. And then every month you stay, you get $1 raise. So I was like, and then
they really wanted you to stay.
Oh man. So yeah. And then on Mondays, there's like your money day. So when people call, because they get charged over the weekend, on Monday, they call in. My job is not to give them their money back. There's like, you had to say Attorney General. There's code words you had to say for us to be like, all right, we'll give you your money back. Or you can't, if you say I'm going to dispute it with my bank, I was ruthless. I call your bank on three-way. I said, okay, hold on, let me call your bank. And I get them on. I'm like, hey, this customer wants to dispute this.
You are good.
And they're like, well, there's terms and conditions on our website. And they agree to them. And they're like, okay, there's nothing we can do. Or so my job is to sell you the bottle now. And I get a commission off of it. So And they had like regulations because I sold a bottle for $150 one time. They said, you can't do that. I said, you guys are like stealing people's money and I can't. They're like, no, you can't oversell the bottle. I said, okay, whatever, cool. And then
you sold it at your own price?
yeah, because you make up the price because the bottle.
Because he gets a commission too on the bottom line.
The bottle's like, dog, we had a warehouse in the back. It was hundreds of thousands of bottles, and they just labeled it and shipped it out. So it was placebo, right? But my thing was, usually people didn't open a bottle. And I was like, that's how they want to send it back. Oh, I didn't open it. I want to send it back. Okay. Hey, there's like a return code inside the bottle. So you need you to open a bottle and give me that code.
Wow.
Yeah. You open that bottle and there's no code. You got to return. You can't return it.
You can't return it.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Unless if it was old people and they cry, I'm like, I'll just give you your money back. And a lot of people use their unemployment card. I said, why? Like,
why for that?
And other people try to scam. They would get like, because they let you get as many as you want. Some people will get like 10 or 20. I was like,
and what, try to resell it?
No. They just thought they were getting free shit. They're like, yeah.
And you're like, nope.
No. You got to pay for all those.
Yeah.
So 10 to 20 bottles at 60 something pop?
Yeah.
Dang.
You're overdrafting your account. It was wild. And then one of the people got fired and then he released our location because people would threaten us. Like, and I didn't care.
This is serious.
I mean, people were mad. I was like, oh, I'm gonna find you, fuck you up. I said, dog, I wish I give you the address. I'll pull up right now on me. You don't know how big I am. And then this guy got fired, and then he released our information on the website, like online. And the next day, they moved call centers to a new location.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy.
Just like that.
Wow. Yeah, it was a bunch of Canadians.
Wow.
And then the feds came in. I think I was gone by the time the feds got there.
And this was Oprah and Dr. Oz?
Yeah, because acai was like the whole weight loss thing trend right then.
I know. I don't even want to get into that because there's so many. When I was little,
many of those trends, right?
It's like now we're on this whole other thing. But okay, so then after that.
Well, they flipped the script. After the feds came in and raided the place, we turned around and started collecting on debt. So we started calling customers
that is
who owed
ruthless.
us money and say, hey, we're going to report you your credit. And that was like the next hustle. I was like, all right. And after a while, I was like, I got to get out of here.
It's funny because you were still good at that. So you've been good at all of it.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm making you
I think, I transitioned from there to Sears.
Okay.
That was my transition. And then during Sears, I started trapping. I had like my first Molly. Okay, so my friends wanted to go to a festival. And they're like, we should do Molly. And I said, well, I know a guy. This guy name is Face. Not the Face we know. It was another Face. And I was like, let me hit this guy up Face. He always tells me he has like drugs, but I don't do drugs. So I said, hey, I need 50 Mollies. He said, okay, cool. And he brings them to my house in my garage, gives them to me. And then we get a party bus because my house is like the meetup spot. And then we go party. We get rid of all the Mollies. Everybody's on Molly. So like, we need more Mollies. So I say, oh, let me hit Face up again. So he comes, he's like, hey, I'm going to give you these Mollies, but a discount, and I'm going to front it to you. I said, okay, whatever. So I got another 50. I think he charged me like $15 a pill. And he's like, I'll give you these for like $9, $8. I said, okay. And then he's like, just sell them to your friends. Okay. And then just give me the money later. I didn't think nothing of it. I mean, I'm street smart, but I wasn't thinking it. I was on drugs. That night, I sold all of them. Like an hour or two later, I said, hey, I got your money. He's
was
like,
it
what?
good, Molly?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was really good. And then, I mean, I remember that first high. And then, after that, he started like...
Well, you said...
Wait, was he in shock? Because you were...
No, he's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, let's... I don't know if he was in shock. I was on drugs.
You had said you called him and you said you got your money.
Yeah, because he thought I was going to be like a week or so. And I said, okay, cool.
Yeah,
then,
like he'll see you in 3 months.
No, yeah. I said, I got it. And then he's like, okay. And then he brings me over like 1,000 now. And I said, all right, run it. Let's do it. And then I think I was working at Sears. And then I was just like...
Then you sold it to all the employees.
I started working at... No, I didn't know.
So that's why Sears was like...
Nobody at Sears knew. No.
Why it was.
So, but I would use all my PTO and like I would not come to work. Because I started making like, I don't know, I made like $14 an hour plus bonus. But like, I sell one pill and I make that. So I was like... Yeah, so I got really good at that. And then I think... I had this idea. I said, hey, let's go to Vegas for EDC's coming to Vegas. let's take a party bus and go to EDC for a week. So EDC starts on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? We came in Monday before EDC.
Very early on.
We took a party bus with like 20 people. We got this big ass, it's called the Absolute Suite. It's 2 stories and it's like 6 bedrooms. And I had all my friends in my house for like the week before because I started doing I started Googling. And I was like, how much trouble can I get in for drugs? And then it's one of the things that said, hey, just don't have a pill machine. I said, oh, okay. So I just do it by hand. So I went to Walgreens and I brought like hundreds of thousands. I don't know how many bottles of 5-HTP. And then I had my friends come over and empty out one by one and make Molly. So we got like all the Molly and then we made like 10,000 pills.
By hand?
By hand, all week long. We're just like...
Did you have tickets to EDC at this time? Or you don't?
No, we didn't. Actually, no, we got... no, nothing was planned. It was just like winging it. I got tickets outside from somebody. Okay. So yeah, every day, no tickets. I didn't think that far ahead.
10,000 pills by hand?
Yeah. And then...
That's a sweatshop for Molly.
It was. And then I think I got rid of... Okay, so here's the thing. I had like customers at ASU and U of A and all over, a bunch of fraternities. So... I would tell them, look, you guys can come, but you need to buy 100 pills minimum, and there's no discounts. And so, most of the people, they're frats, so they're buying like 300 or 400. So I think I went to like maybe 6,000-7,000 of those pills. And then
that's crazy.
Yeah. I was
and the math on it.
Yeah. I started thinking, oh man, I never went to Sears after EDC. I never went back to work. I just stopped showing up one day. But yeah, I did that.
There goes your best.
That was actually
employee.
The last time I stopped doing Molly. I didn't do any drugs after that.
Tell me the mindset on that, because
well,
don't get high on your own supply.
Okay, yeah. So the problem was I was doing like 10 pills a night, and now we're on night 2, so now we're like 15 pills. Because I have this, I'm like aggressive mentality. I was like, it comes in waves, so I'm like, oh my, come down. You're still chasing like that first pill feeling. It never happens, right? So I was like, the 3rd day, I had an ounce of Molly, which is like maybe 200 something pills, and I had a container. So I went to the bar. I said, hey, can you just pour me all this with vodka? She's like, no, you can get X amount of shots at a time. I said, look, I'm going to tip you $100 because I'm going to keep coming back and filling this thing up. She's like, okay, cool. So she filled it up, and then I put in soda, and then I put down some Molly in there, and I just shook it up. And then I just took it to my boys, and then I drank most of it, but they all drank it with me. But that come down was like, man, like a month I was on my couch, like contemplating. I'm still not the same. Like my emotions are up and down. My girl at the time was like, afterwards, she's like, your emotions are off. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. It like rewired me.
That's crazy.
And then after that, I was like, I'm good. And then cause I make so much money, I was like, I want to make more money. And I'm like, the party thing isn't like, so now and then I locked in on that one. And then,
and the rest is history. But then, and then at one point one day you're like, all right, I'm done with that. Like,
okay. Yeah. It was going downhill. And then I sold my phone for like $100,000 to somebody. Yeah. It
sold your what?
Phone.
Phone?
Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah. I said, hey,
made out of gold.
This is my phone.
The content.
I don't call nobody. It just rings. Like, hey, I'm just giving out Molly. Like, and people are buying a lot. So it's not like it's a lot of money. I think $100,000 was cheap because I had a shitload of money. So I was like, you know what? Molly's taking like a downtrend because house wasn't like as big anymore. I was like, let me just get rid of the phone. And then I got rid of the phone.
Your trap phone?
Yeah. Just gave it to this guy. I didn't even think about like, would these people see this white guy? Like, are they gonna... I think he gave me half of it. I think he shorted me. I didn't expect to get the other part because I was like, these people will probably stop hitting him up because they were like suspicious. This white guy just out of nowhere. But I got a job. I got a corporate job. I got a job at Chipotle and McDonald's where I had to dress up their corporate office. And I think I was there for like 2 months. And I was
what?
I don't even know. Oh, this paperwork.
Okay.
Like this numbers and shit. I don't know exactly what I did. I'm dead ass. Yeah, I just can't remember. But they...
You're the boss because you had to show up.
No. I wasn't. No, the boss hated me.
Okay.
Because I felt like I was cooler than everybody. Because I thought I was. But I was, because they were just normal people, which is fine, but I wasn't normal, I felt like. And that was always in the back of my head. And we're at Olive Garden on like a Friday, and everybody was so hyped to be at Olive Garden. And I was like, I can never work at this shop. Like, these people just love like normal life, and I can't live a normal life. And then went back to selling drugs.
And then, but obviously swap that, like, that, would you say that's like a decade?
Yeah, I mean, because the feds are watching, maybe. Yeah, that's past point of them charging me. Yeah. I stopped, but I went into cocaine, and then that's when I made a lot of money. That was like the real money when I was like.
He says the real money.
Well, I mean, I didn't think Molly was good, but like, I don't know, cocaine was like a different like, I don't know, like I would be able to buy. Okay, one time we were in like Croatia. And we got a yacht. It wasn't a yacht. It was a fucking ship. Met this guy. And he's like 25 grand for it's 100 and something feet. It was like 14 crew members or whatever. And then me and my boy got it for a week. Just me and him. For nothing. Just to sit there and just try to party with bitches. And at that point I realized that the money is different. Like when you just can blow money and just travel the world, and like I had nothing to show for it. Mm-hmm. So I really don't. I just have experiences. I was like,
well, and you can't buy those experiences. So.
Well, yeah, because I had a child, and then I would think it was time to like. I thought about it one day, and I was in Colombia, and I was talking to this other guy, and I was like, "Hey, do you think like the cops know who we are?" And he's like, "No," and that made me click. I was like, "Then you're stupid," because at this point, I know they know who I am because I sell too much, and like. And that was really good because there was no like. I think the one issue was it helped me out. They knew I sold drugs, but there was no middleman between me. It was like they always thought that these white guys I hung out with supplied me. It was me and cartel. It was no like. That's a whole nother story when I went to Mexico.
Yeah.
That's how I got connected. I went to Mexico for like 8 months, and yeah, it was just me and a cartel handler, and like didn't speak English, and so yeah, and then so. It was hard for me to like get caught up. Also, I didn't sell to other people. I just sell to clients. I learned that I can make more money. This is a lot more work, but there's nobody can actually snitch on me at that point. The client can, but then they are usually older people now. Nobody in the club I sold to, so I'm not in the club with it. Also, if I had to go deliver.
How old are we talking?
I mean, mid-20s.
Okay.
Mid-20s. I think when I had my son in my 30s. So, yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, like, you selling to older people.
Yeah. I always had older friends. So I learned real quick. After the Molly was like ravers, right? To make the real money was like doctors. I wanted people who were like, yeah. I want people who just go to hotels and bang hookers, right? I don't need people in the club getting DUIs. Because I was very strict. Like, you couldn't come to me drunk. You couldn't drive to me drunk. Also, like, if you order too much, like, now you're in your third ball this week. I'm like, nah, man, come on. Like, it's not that serious. Because I have morals. It's not all about the money. Because nobody's ever went to the hospital. I never had any issues with any clients. That was always like my fear. I'm like, what if one of my clients just die? Mm-hmm. But then, no. And I would check in on people. Hey, how you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. They're like, no, I'm just taking a break. I said, great. Or you go to rehab? I said, hey, look, if you're going to rehab, don't ever hit me again. I'm like, you should just don't come back. And they'll hit me again. I said, no, we're good. Like, I feel like it's a good recreational thing. It just it wasn't my thing.
Right.
I don't need to do drugs, but
with that, because obviously like you left that, but you said you don't have anything to show for it, but all your amazing experiences.
Yeah, connections and experiences.
But did you have because you obviously have made something of yourself. So how did you do that?
One day, my guy was like, how much money do you have? I said, I don't know. I got to go count it. It was under my, he's like, where do you keep it? I was like, sounds dumb, but inside my mattress. Oh, listen, I was a pro at hiding. That's another story. I had it because my house got raided. I was like I was the best at hiding shit. And so.
Why? You know how to do drywall or something?
No, any of that. I just hide in plain sight. That's what I learned. Because when they
plain sight?
Yeah, that's the best way. I always hide in plain sight. Just because people just, I don't know, it's just weird how things are.
They always want to look where you can't see.
Yeah. Like when they raided my house, I think they raided my house. Listen, they raided my house after I was retired. So most likely something came up. I've been snitched on before, and I've known I've been snitched on, but because somebody would always tell me. But this one time, I was just driving to Jersey Mike's. It was a Saturday. I wasn't doing nothing, and I got pulled over. And I just these cops were acting so weird. And I asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you know me?" And he acted like, "No, why would you ask that question?" I said, "Your energies is off. The way you're lingering around." And I'm like, "You pulled me over for speeding, but I've been watching you follow me for a mile and a half. And I made sure I passed the speed trap, so I wasn't speeding." But he's like, "Well, we're going to take you to jail for open container." I said, "What? That's fine." I'm like, "That's a misdemeanor." I was like, "I'm not even drinking." I was like, "It's from yesterday." And then they wanted to search my car, and then it was like this whole debacle. They like wouldn't let me call my lawyer, which was illegal. And then like interrogated me. And I even told the guy in the interrogation room, he's like, "I'm turning off the cameras." I said, "Okay, that's fine, man." I said, "Hey, look, you could have got me like 10 years ago with like a shitload of kilos. You got me 20, 30 kilos. But today, I'm a civilian." He's like, "Well, we found a substantial amount of drugs in your car." I said, "Look, if you did, then just take me to jail. Like, we'll figure it out. Like, I have a really good lawyer. I had a lawyer I paid $25K to, and I never used this motherfucker. Maybe you know if I can get my money back, my retainer." He was like, he got murderers off. And that's like, let me hit this guy up. Because the first guy, the original guy who supplied me, murdered somebody. And he got him off. And I was like, okay, you got murderers off. Let me just hire you. And
Just in case.
Yeah. But I never needed him. Sometimes I thought so because there's like a case on me. But yeah. But when they came and like raided my house, they ripped out all my cameras. But I have like hidden cameras in my house all over. And I'm just watching them on camera. And I was like, man, I didn't even know there was like inside my closet, there was a hole in the wall, a vent. I didn't even know it was there. I said, man, I would have put that shit there too. If I ever saw it, it was tucked in the corner. But then I was like looking at them, how they were looking at things. And then they went to like my fireplace and pulled the thing off. I was like, I used to hide it there. It was not there. They like went everywhere. And after a while, they got to my garage. And I know they gave up because I had like, your husband did Amazon, right? So I had like hundreds of boxes. So like, I think they're like, fuck that, I'm good. Because they weren't there that long. And I don't even know if it was a real warrant.
And so they found nothing.
Yeah, they opened a case on me, took my TSA. They found nothing. But I think in their mind.
TSA people.
Yeah. That was the first thing on my phone because they went into my phone. So, I mean, there was a shitload of shit in my phone, right? But I was like.
Was this before you sold it?
No, this is my regular phone.
Oh, gotcha.
I got lazy.
Yeah.
I got comfortable. I was like, fuck, they already know. Like, why do I need multiple? Listen, technology, they already know. Like, I can get a fucking burner. I know so much that they already can figure out. I was like, I'm not even worth my time. And then also, there's so many people who are informants nowadays. It's just a dime a dozen. Mm-hmm. So I know a lot of them.
They're probably so annoyed watching this episode right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, the cop who arrested me, I ran into him. He said, "Hey, how you doing?" Because I was out like next week, just chilling. I said, "Hey, what happened to my phone?" He's like, "Dog, I turned over to the detective. They're going to figure it out." Because he asked me to snitch on people. I said, "Look, first off, I will. Just give me my phone back."
I've seen those on movies. I guess that's real.
Well, it's a real thing. Because he wanted me to give him like a drug house. I said, "No, but listen, if you give me my phone right now and let me go and call me on Tuesday, I'll run some people under the bus." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Well, yeah, we won't put you in paperwork." I said, "No, there's a lot of people who stole from me. I have not forgotten. Like, and I know they still do dirt. So like, let me just run under the bus." I would go to court and point at him like him. Like, no. Because I always did good business. So I don't give a fuck. But I'm like, look, if you think I'm going to snitch on somebody, there's me and death. So I'm not even snitching on the people I should be snitching on. So, and then, yeah, they put me in a cell and then won't let me call my lawyer, which I knew at that point. Now it's illegal. And then there was no warrant paper. And then, yeah, I think the same cop came in. Okay, so there was like a tick every 30 seconds. And I kept counting this tick. Now I'm like, I've been here for like 8 or 9 hours. And I have all my jewelry
You were counting that?
Yeah. I'm just sitting in a cell with nothing. There's just 4 walls and I'm on the floor. There's no bed, no nothing. And I'm like, the toilet. And then I'm like, okay, I've been here for a really long time because they're supposed to let me go. And then he came in and then I'm like, "You're still here?" He's like, "Hey, we got a warrant for your house." I said, "All right, where's my house?" Because it's not in my name. Nothing's in my name. So where's he's like, "Oh, the one with all the green cars?" Me, like dumbass with $1 million of cars in front of my house, all green. I was like, yeah. I said, you've been watching me for a while. It's like, yeah, come on, you know that. I said, okay, look, you already know I'm smart. You know there's nothing in my house. Just please don't knock down my door. And you use my phone to open up the door. He's like, okay, cool. But yeah, then I ran into him. I said, why you knocking down my fucking door? He's like, it wasn't me. I said, I did look on camera. It wasn't you. He said, what camera? I said, the cameras you guys didn't pull out. He's like, you're a cool guy. I said, dog, your job is to catch me. My job is to get away. And I understand. Like, I respect it. So, but I was like, dog, I'm really retired. Like, I'm not like.
It's nothing.
I have a child. I have 2 kids. So I was like, I'm chill. I'm just trying to make it in life. So he's like, I respect that. And I was like, well, he's like, I hope you're good. I'm like, I should be because you found a substantial amount of drugs in my car. And he laughed and walked away. I was like, I bet.
Only you,
I know.
Jazzy, would
but
make
yeah,
friends.
But after that, like.
But so educate us, me. How are we able to talk about this? Because it's already like.
So far gone.
Yeah.
I think with statute of limitations over 7. My son's 9. Yeah, it's already gone. It's over with.
Well, yeah, and obviously as your friend, like we want you out here in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, the Jazzy we know, it's just the vibe.
It's always been the vibe. I was the only drug dude who didn't do drugs. So, and I didn't drink and do sell drugs. I was really
and how
boring.
you said earlier, you know, you're like, I had my morals. Like,
I can't. No, come on. I can't have that on my conscience.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Well, but then, so you obviously made some investments to get to where you are now. So you were saying that you went into business after you retired from that. He was like, how much money do you have? And you're like, I have to count. Okay.
That was, you know, I like this. How do I be honest without being honest? Because you'll probably see it. I mean, I'm probably going to have to sue this guy. Because he's actually one of my good friends. He's the one who, like, kind of, like, motivated me to, like, do other things, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the problem I went into a lot of businesses, and people would judge me because I sold drugs. And they were my partners, right? But I was like, I'd be at the table and I'd be an asshole. And I'd be like, who has money here? And I was like, who has the most here? I was like, drugs is still a business, right? And I was like, all you dumbasses do drugs. I don't. So who's a retard, right? And it probably wasn't the best. But they wouldn't take my opinion like I didn't know how to market and brand. So, and that's what I really was good at. So it kind of, it was like.
They were great at taking your money, but they didn't want your.
So yeah, like the restaurant business now, like when I get P&Ls, I'm like, this motherfucker's stealing. I can already tell the numbers. Like I'm like, don't even send this shit to me. It's like stupid. So I had a couple of investments there, and then I did Amazon with your husband, and I did Amazon before that. That was like during COVID. I got lucky because I was in Amazon. I had supplements, and then if you had supplements, you can sell them during COVID. So, and you couldn't start up a new account. So I made a decent amount of money with my partner. Then my partner fucked me. So it's just
So now you're just retired. So
no. I'm actually in the process of. I'm broke.
Do you still do Amazon?
No. I would cry. The volatile, the up and down. I don't know how Kevin does it. Like it messes with your mental. And I'm so I'm really good at branding in restaurants. So during COVID, me and a partner, we took over Old Subway and we gutted it. And then he ended up being a drug addict and alcoholic. He was a chef, and they're like artists. And he fucked me. So I've been raising money and like using my own money to fund this restaurant. It's not a restaurant, it's a ghost kitchen. So that's like my next venture. I think that's like my retirement.
Yeah. And is it going to be this year?
What is a ghost kitchen?
Okay, so ghost kitchen is just a big industrial kitchen that has digital brands. So what sets us apart.
So is that like DoorDash kind of thing?
Yeah. So you use Uber Eats, DoorDash, but I'm trying to be a little bit different than other people. Because I feel like when you overpay on Uber Eats, you don't get the quality you need to. So even the branding, I've spent a lot of money in like our to-go bags and our packaging, so everything's Instagrammable. And every concept, a lot of ghost kitchens are just a food hall where they have different restaurants in it, right? Mm-hmm. And so we took that away, and I feel like we control everything. We built and everything shares all the same. So it's like a ramen concept, barbecue. sandwiches.
Like one-offs.
Yeah. So I like the In-N-Out style. So every concept only has 5 items on the menu.
Love it.
And then everything has either vegan or vegetarian item, except for the barbecue.
And then this is all under one roof? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's just one big Subway.
That's awesome.
Just gutted it in just one kitchen. So you can get everything. Also, I realized at nighttime there's no good things. Like, who can get ramen after 8 o'clock, right? So the ramen is amazing, really good.
Or hurry up already so we can come out there.
Hey, I've been asking Kevin for money.
it-
So
Yeah, there you go, Kevin. Hurry up.
Is it up and running yet?
No.
Okay.
Fuck no.
But
All my money's in it. But
it's going
it's
to
almost
be.
finished. It's built out. I just got to
awesome.
finish the build out and do
Where
everything.
is it?
Like 52nd McDowell over there.
So do people walk into ghost kitchens, or is this only for
Okay, so
delivery?
this is not gonna be a walk-in.
Okay.
I built a patio so you can actually chill in the patio, but it's all to go, and we're gonna be open during the week till 12 a.m. and then on the weekends till 3.
So the
Awesome.
spot.
So you can
Yeah.
get good food like all night long.
There'll be music, right?
Do you have
Yeah,
any
yeah.
names or anything like that?
It's called Bang
plug
Bang
it?
Kitchen.
Bang Bang?
Yeah. So it's called
That's
Bang Bang
sick.
Kitchen, and then everything has its own branding. So like the ramen's Bang Bang Noodles.
Yeah.
The barbecue's Bang Bang Barbecue. The breakfast is Bang Bang
And then each of
Burritos.
those are individual companies
that
that
are branded separately, so you can carry on.
That makes sense. The reason why I bring this up is because, like, I'll be on DoorDash or Uber Eats or something, and I'll get like something late at night, and it's from some off-name place, but then it shows up and it's like Red Robin.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
they
what
do it
the
at the back
hell?
of the kitchen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of got it from this guy who's selling burritos out of his house. Okay, so I kept ordering these breakfast burritos because they're buy one get one. They're like $15. We get a free one. So I said, fuck it. I didn't want potatoes, so I was like, let me go to a website so I can call them and say, hey, just take out the potatoes. There's no website. I was like, what? And then I was like, I ordered it again. It was kind of off. And then I was like, I wait the driver to come and say, hey, where you pick this shit up at? He's like, oh man, some dude's condo. And I was like, oh, okay. Did a little hustle. And I was like, you know what? I can actually just duplicate that and just do the same thing and keep it very simple. But I'm doing, okay, so I built 6 concepts. One of my, hopefully he's investing. He wants me to do a meal prep concepts because like eat clean AZ or whatever. No offense to them. Their food is for like bland, like healthy people. I like to call them YTs. But he wants me to do a meal prep. And I was like, I can do meal prep. I can do any concept out there. But the model is everything shares the same ingredients. The ramen shares the chicken with the barbecue all across the board. Even the burritos is this local lady who does tortillas. And then I use all the meats from everything else. So I'm not adding in anything on. So every concept I build is built off of that. And then the next 4 concepts, I'm a partner with athletes. And I keep talking to like DeAndre Hopkins. He's one of my good friends. I try to put in his ear to my CM. I'm like, yo, let's do a burger concept. But it's not going to be delivery. It's only pickup because it's the In-N-Out style. I want burgers don't travel well. I'm really big on if it comes hot, it should come hot. If it comes cold, it comes cold.
Right. Yeah, because I can't eat that.
You can't eat it?
No, like I can't eat when like Kevin has to every once in a while when I want something late, he's so sweet. He'll like get the air fryer, make sure we heat it. But you know, like if there's a way to get the food to taste right when you get it.
Yeah, you don't want to have to reheat things, right? No. That's what I'm against. I just want to get quality because you're overpaying almost 40% sometimes. I remember I got Chick-fil-A a meal and I think I paid almost $45 after everything was said and done with
crazy.
tip, right?
So this concept, you're saying that we all can show up there, have a patio, choose to eat there to go, or get it to our houses.
Yeah, and then I'm going to just start taking over
And
filling
it'll
locations.
taste good, you guys.
I can't determine how your day is. So if you're serving our customers, I can't help that, right? And that ruins people's experiences. I won't come back if I had horrible service.
Right.
I can just determine how good the food is. I can control that. The quality of food, because all the food shares each other. So it's not like, it seems extensive menu, but it isn't. It's just the same ingredients split across. But yeah, the end game is to start taking over failing locations and build out these ghost kitchens. Cause I can build them in shit ass places, right? And they just need to be a little closer to a freeway to deliver.
So how many locations are you wanting?
7 to 10. And then the goal is 60 to 70 million. My one of my investors thinks I won't get that. I think I can get 100, but who am I? I don't know. Because here's the thing: these clubs and these bars, you know Justin Massey, right? He's really good at this, right? They want to take one of my restaurants costs $1.5 million to build, right? Now we make $3 or $4 million and our margins are 12 to 15%. Or I can take $500,000 and do the same numbers with 35 to 40% margins because my overhead's 2 cooks and a runner, right? And my rent is costing me nothing and do more of my money. It's not, the downfall is it's not a sexy concept. It's a money maker. And that's what I'm good at. I'm good at marketing, branding, and making money. I don't care about sexy no more. I used to go on dates at my restaurants and I don't even tell nobody. I don't give a fuck. People don't even know I have restaurants. I'm like,
I did.
Yeah, I just don't care. I think it's in the beginning, you're like, oh, I want to brag, but I don't care. I just want to make money and like chill. And then also, I want to take care of my friends who always took care of me so they get their own discount codes. They can just order through her because I want to get off Uber Eats and Grubhub and just do direct. You just order through the app and it delivers.
Like your own app?
Yeah, because it's cheaper. Like if you go to Jersey Mike's, you order Jersey. I'm a cheap motherfucker, so I'm frugal. I look at discount codes, but
Kevin will say you're smart. That's what he would say.
Well, yeah, sometimes. But I ordered the Jersey Mike's app and I realized I'm like, oh, it's DoorDash who delivers it. And then I asked the guy at Jersey Mike's who owned it, I said, how does it work? He's like, oh, we use Toast and they only pay $5 per delivery. So we just eat the delivery costs and we just charge you the same price. I said, okay, cool. So I was like gradually just getting people to just use the app. But you need more than one location to like
take off.
Get that clientele to actually. But I want people to just be able to go in here and it's just 10 different concepts. You can order shit and everything's fucking delicious.
And then do you think that in 2026 you will get to the 7 immediately?
No.
So how many in 1 year in 2026?
Let's say 2 would be great. 1 if it just fucking opens. And then the next year, I want to bring like my son's godfather on because my strengths are I'm a freaking free spirit. You know, I'll be on a flight like you to London tomorrow. I don't care. I'm good at like. I learned my strong suits, branding, marketing, like in the vision. I need somebody who's business savvy and can do all the numbers and all the boring shit, like, and hold me like down, hold me accountable. So his name's Matt. He's a really good guy. He used to work for Dell and he's my son's godfather, but I want to hire him and then he'll help me expand it to do like, I'll probably do a location every 6 months. It's a 4-year plan, 4 to 5 years.
Kitchen. But then that first one you mentioned was where again?
52nd, around 52nd, 56th McDowell.
And then, but then where would you put the second in this year?
Listen, there's a fucking, I want them to get rid of this. You know the Silver Mine subs on, across the street from the police station?
No.
On Indian School, right off the freeway. Indian School and... Say the 101, but 1 block down. There's a Silver Mines in front of the apartment. I want that location. I've been asking for it forever. And they almost got rid of it. I was like, who eats at Silver Mine subs?
I've never even heard of it.
Never heard of it.
You never heard of Silver Mine? That's like old school, like
I don't think
college
I've
days.
lived here long enough.
Oh, yeah. It's not good. It's trash. But a lot of parking, corner unit, and then all these college kids live right behind it.
So that's what you want.
Because they're seating now. You can just come in and eat.
Well, we got to watch that name or watch out for that name. Bang Bang Kitchen.
You'll see it be like I made a clothing brand off of it too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can we get a signed one?
Yeah, I got shirts and shit.
Can we get a Bang
It's like
Bang
streetwear. It's actually
too?
really good quality. It's like heavyweight shirts, good quality. I should have brought you a shirt.
Yeah. Hello. What's up?
I get off In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out. That's my thing. I love going to In-N-Out and the shirts are like $12 to $15.
Yeah.
And I would have so many In-N-Out shirts. So I was like, let's just duplicate that, but make like, and bite off other like styles and make it like streetwear-ish with hats and shit. And then I just charge you like $20 for the shirt. I don't care. It's just, you know, you're the queen of marketing and branding. That's all you're doing back there.
Can we get like a Bang Bang Niner gang? Like,
Yeah.
Oh
I got
my
you.
gosh.
All day. Even, okay, so to go back to, maybe somebody may steal this from me, but they're called like Tyvek or whatever they use in the house for insulation. And it's a brown lunch bag, but they're like double insulated. So they're reusable and they seal. And I've been like working with this lady in China to try to get it down to like $1.25 a bag. I'm willing to spend $1.50, but I'm willing to spend money for it in a good to go bag so people just reuse it.
Right.
Like it's like a lunch bag.
Right.
So-
No, that's true. And then also how you said the food comes the way they're supposed to come.
Even our drinks we can our own drinks. We bag our own chips and we season our chips. So Everything's really thought out, and it's just not.
I'm excited. Are you? There's really no good. I mean, you asked Kevin about the last time we ordered food. Like, I think we were in London. He was pissed.
Where you guys order from?
Well, how he said, you order from one, but it's really coming from another place. Yeah. So it's like, it was disgusting. So
that's crazy because London does have good food. Just,
right, but it was because we ordered it through the app. That's why we've never done that.
I'm too cheap to order Uber Eats. The only time I order Uber Eats is when I get a 60% off code.
Well, you're going to be ordering soon from Bang Bang Kitchen. Yeah. Okay, what's the history of the name? How'd you come up with that?
I don't know. I was high one night, and I was like,
because there's food that's called Bang Bang Chicken.
Okay, so there's used to be. Can I get sued for that? No.
Don't worry. We'll let you see this whole thing, and you can delete whatever you want.
There's a place called. There's an Asian spot called Bang, fucking San Diego. They brought it out here to Mill. It was called.
Even Cheesecake Factory has Bang Bang Chicken.
It does?
Yeah.
I just think Bang Bang Man was good.
But it kind of makes sense for what the concept is.
It was just like good.
Because I'm taking it like it's fast too. Like, you know.
That's the goal.
It's like
in and out, quick.
Yeah.
There's one called Bang Bang in Tempe.
Yeah, okay. It's called Bang Bang. Yeah. But it was a sushi spot that turned into I went when maybe like 10, 12 years ago. It's in San Diego. It's a sushi spot that turned into a nightclub.
Yeah, it says Asian Fusion Restaurant and Techno Nightclub.
And I was like, man, I'm kind of doing like a futuristic kind of Tokyo like vibe to the ramen. I was like, Bang Bang sounds vibe. So
it says it's permanently closed.
Yeah, it was never going to work. Oh. No. People come to Arizona, and I think I'm usually right 95% of the time. I can tell you if a restaurant is going to close. It doesn't fit a Tempe. But if they moved it to Scottsdale, it fits because it's more expensive, right? Kids don't have money. I understand when they said that, like, this new generation doesn't drink, but we had to realize how much shit cost us back in the day. And, like, we had dollar wells, $3 drinks, right? We're not paying $20 at the bar for a vodka soda. And then now you got drugs and mushrooms and shit, so why would I even, like, go out? And there's a bunch of other things to do. And in social media, now you can see everything going on. You're not just in your own bubble. You can go anywhere now. So I just don't think, they say they're not drinking. I just don't think they want to spend the money. And they can spend money on other things rather than, I think about it, if I didn't get hooked up, thank you to whoever hooks me up all these years, I would probably spend $1,000 a night just for me to get drunk. Because I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm 30, 40 drinks in. I'm like, every time I order around, I'm ordering 5 shots and 3 of them are mine. And then I'm giving out 2 to other people. So
back in the day, you could top your night off for $40.
So listen, I was sitting on a bar at Junkie, $30-$40, me and my friends each, and then tip the bartender. Yeah. And then we're good. Like, we had the best night of our lives, right? But now it's hundreds of dollars, and you think every
especially
night,
after COVID too.
Yeah, it
like went to Vegas pricing.
So yeah, these kids are drinking. I just don't think they have the money and they can't afford it. I can barely fucking afford it half of the time. And then we go to dinner.
I feel like, every generation changes things up anyways.
I mean, are you considered my generation?
I'm Generation X. What are you?
I'm 38, so
I'm 36. I don't even know what
what are you? Fact check that. I know my 26-year-old is Gen.
I heard they changed that shit too, right?
I know, but I'm definitely Generation X.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking
we're millennials.
You're
millennials,
right? Yeah. I think we had the best time. Like, yeah, I was fucking...
Whatever. We had the best time. We had Jodeci. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I think we had the best time. We had like
Tupac.
We had a balance of like a childhood and like technology and like being able to still be a child.
Yeah, so that's
we
true.
Were like
that's
the
what
last
Leilani would
outdoor children.
Yeah.
Like,
not to bring this back to drugs, but I do have a question.
Yeah.
So with the drugs out there, sorry. I'm one of the most random people you ever meet. But on the drugs out there, like there's a serious thing with like fentanyl and people dying and all those things, right? Like, how serious, like that's a thing. Like,
that's a real thing. My friend Chris Carpenter, like a really good friend, passed away from he'd been doing drugs forever. So, but you never think he would have died. But here's my thing. I have a weird, because I know how people cut things. So in my mind, I have mixed reviews about fentanyl killing people. The amount they say they can kill people and the amount that actually does kill people. Because I know people who've been doing fentanyl. And then I'm like
with the whole obviously I don't know anything, but like on the lacing thing.
Yeah, I just don't know why people, just the whole point, to make it stronger, doesn't make sense. Like, why would you want to even try to kill your clients, right?
So what, lacing cocaine with
Fentanyl. Yeah. But it doesn't come from Mexico. Doesn't do that shit. It's just once it crosses over the border, people want to just cut it and then try to make it stronger. And so, yeah, I don't know. I never got the thing behind it. I was either Molly and cocaine. I stay away from like perks and, oh man, the perk people are just fucking fiends. They climb to your fucking back wall and like, yeah.
That sounds scary.
Yeah. So,
you ever seen the Crackhead Tony video?
Oh no.
Run, Crackhead Tony. Run, watch out for that cord.
Oh.
There it go. And then they drove off. There it go. That's why I said watch out for that car. They knocked the pants off Crackhead Tony.
I say he just got slapped.
One thing about them crackheads though, he might be good. Yup, there he go. Told you. Yeah, he ain't doing that dope. He doing steroids. Crackhead Tony, he's shooting steroids in his ass.
Of course, he just wakes up immediately. He's like, "Yep, told you he's good."
People don't die from crack.
Yeah.
They probably should bring crack back.
Oh my!
Because crack is just cocaine anyway, so it's like, let's do some crack. People have been doing crack for their whole lives and they're still living perfectly fine. But
I'm
I
gonna
think
name the episode this.
I know. I don't even know.
But I think
Just do
what
crack.
that matters is because I think it's the amount of fentanyl if it's not cut properly, right? I think the amount of fentanyl somebody takes because it's not cut, so you must take a high dosage of it, right? Because you'll see it's like, oh, this much kills you. Well, I don't know, man, because I'm like, I see people doing it all the time, but I used to. But yeah, they have mixed reviews, but I mean, they catch them all the time, so I don't even. But it's something you.
What are those like videos they show with like cops just like whiffing it or something? Have you ever seen that? Like.
And then
pass out.
And then they'll just pass out and they have to Narcan them or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
if that's fentanyl. Is
Yeah.
it?
I don't know.
I've seen the cop. I see it happen to that cop. But yeah. But also you got to think about Big Pharma created the drug. It's a hospital drug.
I know.
Right?
We
so
have
they give you fentanyl
we'd
in the
have to
hospital.
unpack all this.
Yeah. Like the government created drugs. I mean, well, not really, but you know what I mean. A lot of these drugs, like perks and all that, the government created this shit.
Oh, yeah,
so,
watch
like,
every Netflix thing there is on like all that.
Yeah, and they supplied everybody with drugs and they brought it in the country and gave it to people. Come on, like
The marketing in that thing.
It's makes the world go around. That's why drugs are bad, but they'll never get rid of drugs because if there was no crime, then
That's why I never understood the term the war on drugs because I'm like,
it's just a semi-war. When I was in Mexico and all this shit I learned and how they were just like sitting packets over just so they can get caught and they're like, oh, we caught it, just let other ones go through. It's just kind of like a teeter-totter system. It's just like it's just like a balance, more or less, right? Where there's drugs gonna come in, but there's not this many drugs, right? If you wanted all drugs to stop, we have technology to fucking stop it. I know, like, I've seen some tunnels. I've actually been in a tunnel before in Mexico, and they're very sophisticated. But how long can you really hide that before they catch it? Like you can't dig a tunnel deep enough that we can't detect it, right?
I'll tell you this. With him, we'll have to bring him back for about traveling, the chasing, the cultures. But before we end this, I'll tell you though, because I'm a mom of 3 beautiful girls, our marketing for next year, because we heard about Tempe, all the stuff going on there, marketing queen, is we are investing in these crunchies that turn into a cover for the drinks for the girls.
Yeah.
And it'll say, call Christina now, not
that.
later. But yeah, so watch out for that. Jazzy,
Yes, ma'am.
we gotta bring you back like tomorrow. Like,
My 1,000
what the
stories in
heck?
life.
Yeah, but when we first met, I got all excited because he was next to me to get IVs at a party at
Yeah,
Mel's.
that's what.
And I texted Sky like, I just talked to Sean Jazzy.
That's when me and Kevin connected. You hyped him up. I met Kevin through
I always hype my husband.
Justin Gurian.
Yeah.
When I worked at Sears, I met Justin. I said, hey, your TVs are fucked
Another
up.
one.
Yeah. He's
Sears.
like, what? He's like, your TVs are off. I work at Sears. I can fix your TV for some free mac and cheese.
Oh my
And that's
God.
how we connected. And then I met Kevin because I have him with Kevin's shooter vision
Yeah.
on my phone. And then you spoke him highly. And then that's when we tried to do the product. But then, you know what? One thing about Kevin, and I actually told Justin the other day, because Kevin didn't have money back then, right? So
He'll tell you he made like 40K a
Yeah.
year or 60K a year after, like right off the U of A, he graduated.
yeah, he wasn't making
Came out
shit.
like,
And then I was like, hey, look, I'm doing okay right now, which Kevin's doing 30 times better than me now.
You
But
guys are all doing good.
I'm like, hey, I'll pay for it. You just do the work, we'll be partners 50-50. Because I don't ever believe, I don't care how much money I put in, I don't ever believe I have more percentage than other people because it creates animosity. So if you can pull your own on your own
It's
labor.
an abundant mindset.
Yeah, I'd rather we all share everything, we're all happy,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll figure it out, right? But I'm not a greedy person. But yeah, one day I realized Kevin was doing better because he texted me and said, hey, let me send you some money. And I was actually doing bad. I said, why? He's like, all the products you brought. And then he sent me like $4 or $5 grand out of nowhere. I said, I'm good. I took the risk. He's like, I know, but I'm doing okay now, and I want to help pay for it. And I was like, and this is like a year later. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, that shit just sit in my garage or whatever.
That sounds like my husband.
But it was just a
love that.
risk. I'm like, it's a business risk. It didn't work out, and like, you had shit going on. I had shit going on, and I took it. Like,
yeah. So it's funny my brother, he tells me, he's like, no one asked me for shit. You know why? Because they know the answer is no. So everyone comes to you.
Yeah.
Right. But with Kevin, it's like a balance because I'll remember that he called me when he was like, what's the restaurant across from Tokaya?
yeah.
And he's like, guess what, babe? I paid for someone's food because I do shit like that. So, it's like, and now like where he is, like but he's still very good, like with his money. But then when he knows like things like that, or like, I remember there was one time you didn't ask at all, but he was like, it's Jazzy. He calls you Jazzy. And it was something with a fucking flight that you were like, I got him.
Oh, he got my flight with points. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, I can't transfer. We're talking. He's like, I can't transfer my points to United. He's like, no, I'll get it for you. I said, what? He's like, no. I think I was going through like a depression and I need to get out of here and I need to go to Australia. And so I didn't really have money and I'm trying to book it with points, but I can't get him over. And we're talking on the phone. He's like, I'll book it for you. I said, what?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'll just book the flight. You want to go business, right? And I said, I'll pay you back. He's like, no, don't even stress about it.
No.
So yeah, you got me a business class
Yeah,
flight to
that made
Australia.
his day because he like respects and loves you. So he's, so.
Yeah, I think I left for like 2 months at that point.
No, trust me, we watch you.
Yeah. I was like,
And
man,
no one knows when you're in depression.
No, I was like, I told him on the phone, I was like, man, I gotta get out of here. I'm depressed. I just want to go to Australia. And he's like, I'll book your flight. And I said, oh, bet.
Yeah.
And then,
And he doesn't do that for everyone. It's
No.
just that, like how he said, he's like, it's Jazzy.
Yeah.
And you do it for him.
Yeah,
And that's the whole point. So anyway, well, there's still a lot about this guy, as you can see. So until next time, I connect with Christina. Bye.